I think the BRICS country can make a very firm international stand for stopping violence in Syria, something like what President Putin said yesterday in Germany, that violence has to stop by all sides, and then they have to go around the table, and then the Syrian people should decide for themselves. We can't deny now that the Syrian crisis has a regional and international level, and unless these two levels are sorted out, and unless there is a real intention to stop the crisis by these two levels, it's very difficult to stop it inside Syria, because it's not a crisis that is only in Syria, but it is a crisis that's being fed, armed, financed by both regional and international forces. But the problem that we have been facing right from the beginning of the crisis till now is that the other side, we have two sides. We have Russia and China and the BRICS on one side, and we have the Western side and some regional and Arab, unfortunately, countries who are with the Western side. The Western side does not really live up to what it says. If you take, for example, the testimony of Robert Ford, the American ambassador in Congress, on the 20th of March, and read it, you would see that, what is being said is absolutely detached from the truth. So even if they say unlethal weapons, all the terrorist attacks that are happening in Syria, all the killing, all the kidnapping, all the problems that our children, our women are facing, horrible, humiliating conditions in refugee camps in Turkey and Jordan, all this, they consider it, non-lethal, because they don't think of human integrity and the human dignity that for us is more lethal than any lethal weapon. So if there is an international will to stop armaments to every side at this moment, that probably could be discussed. I mean, we have been hearing sometimes different statements, sometimes contradictory statements coming from Washington. On the one hand, they say we support Geneva Agreement. On the other hand, like Robert Ford saying, we support establishing court ruling in some areas. And if he comes and sees these court councils, they are the ones who are kidnapping, who are killing, who are applying what they call Sharia, but it has nothing to do with Islam. So we hope that Secretary Kerry would truly support a political solution in Syria, would truly support the Geneva Agreement, would truly support the stopping of violence immediately, because it's enough what has happened to the Syrian people. And if he does that, I'm sure he will find Russia and China and the BRICS and the Syrian government, of course, welcoming that.
Shaaban, advisor to the Syrian president, thank you very much for being with RT today.
Thank you very much, Sophie, for asking me to.